And then I do want it to step out a little bit. I do want the step just to give a little bit of that Bronco look, the idea. And the front bumper we have completely flush. Welcome back to the Workbench, where we try to make things. And we're continuing to try to make today is Revell's Ford FD-100 pickup, the Foose design kit they put out a while back that we're doing quite a bit different. And if you'd like to get caught up on those differences, be sure to check down in the description. There's a playlist there for you. You can get completely caught up to where we are right now. And where we are right now is actually working on bumpers. But before I talk about the bumpers, I just wanted to take a quick look again at the back of the bed. This is what we were talking about yesterday. I went ahead and painted up the beauty panel work, I'm calling this, that it'll be kind of cap off the top of the bed interior. I went ahead and painted it body color, and I think I like that a lot better. I think I like that better than the leather wrapped. You can see we still have the leather color down here on the box, on the beauty panel for the box face there, which I will be doing a different leather color. I got a good comment saying, you know, why not just try to use some brown washes to kind of darken up or make it look more leather. And that's a good comment. I think I might try that. I might try just using some brown wash to get this color a little more leather-like, a little more of the color I want. But I'm also going to try to start looking around and finding a leather color too. Well, I'm going to probably do a whole bunch of different color palette type things or color processes before we settle on what we will actually do for the whole car. This is getting printed again. All this stuff is getting printed again. Speaking of the speaker box getting printed again, with this body color panel here, I'm thinking, so I had painted the inside, if you remember, I painted the inside of the box body color. I think I might go black. I think that'll look better. Plus, I think we're gonna use the chrome. I'm gonna do the chrome baskets on the speakers, and that'll really make the chrome stand out. But I think I'll go black, like a gloss black inside the speaker box. There we go, the subwoofer box. And I had a good comment because also I've been talking about doing black carpet back here, of maybe just doing a gloss black for the floor also. I think that's a pretty good comment also, and a pretty good idea. So I might, because I was never real big on the carpet idea in the bed. I think in the cab we'll do carpet, right? We'll do black carpet. And then we'll probably do like try to make like a suede headliner or something like that. But I think back here I might try the gloss black as far as the bed, and then that would carry through into the speaker box in the back. But anyways, that's enough talk about that. What we need to talk about now are the bumpers. And just real quickly, the front bumpers, pretty much, you can see I've actually got it taped in place. It's pretty much tucked right in. I think it looks the part, looks right. All I had to do, boy, everything's falling out. Let me just dump everything out of the back there. Let me take the hood off. All I had to do was just trim these frame rails right here to get the bumper to sit far enough back. Before the bumper set out front, it was just a little metal bumper that set out front off of the frame rails. Now we got it set back on those frame rails. And I think the front bumper is going to look good. But what we got to work out is the back bumper. So here's what I've got so far, and then I'll kind of talk about how we got here. So first thing you probably notice is this is a lot narrower than the original Bronco bumper. This is the bumper off of the Bronco, and basically I just cut the center section out of it, kind of the step, where the step would be on the back bumper. I just cut that center section out and then glued it together. And then on top of that, I've already removed about between an eighth and a quarter inch, I don't know, length this way. So off the ends here, so that it'll suck in a little further. Now I did, just like up front, I did have to trim back these little tabs here to get it to fit in there. And let me show you how it's fitting right now. So first of all, to me, make sure you guys can see it. To me, the width is perfect. Now I'll have to do a little filler panel right on the top there. I will be getting rid of this V too. I'm going to fill this V right here. I'm going to fill that in and just make it smooth all the way across. Okay, so just ignore that little V notch there. But as far as the width goes, I like it. I think that's pretty perfect. It's kind of like an old step side or whatever, about the width on the bumper. The other thing I had to work out though is this bumper was a lot deeper. And so when I originally would put this bumper on, it held the bed up off the ground. And the whole point we're going to right now is I want these running boards flat on the ground. So I can't have the bumper lifting them up off the ground. So I had to basically, I just took a sanding stick, put it on a nice hard smooth surface and just started removing material. And I've removed quite a bit, and I think we've got it about where it needs to be. Let's make sure you guys can see. But yeah, it's got the running board sitting flush on the ground. This is about where this is going to sit. Now, the only other thing I don't think I like how far it's protruding out. I don't like it sticking this far out. I want to tuck it in even more. So what I'm going to have to continue doing is obviously removing material on the end so that it'll just kind of suck in closer, up underneath the tailgate here. And then I think I'm going to I've already started, but keep sanding here to try to get a little bit of the roundness out of it, kind of smooth it out just a little bit, flatten it out, I guess I should say. And then I do want it to step out a little bit. I do want the step just to give a little bit of that Bronco look, the idea. And the front bumper we have completely flush, which I like that up front. But I think in the back, I'm going to leave a little bit of step. Let me know what you think. Do you like, or should we try to work it in? I don't think it's going to work going flush, to be honest with you. I don't think it would look right. But I don't want it hanging out. It's not, let me show you from the side. It's actually not that bad. I'm not too upset about it. By the way, the final shape of these ends are going to be determined once I have both of these rear fenders completely finished. This one's pretty much finished. It's got a little smoothing. This one we've got to French the tail light yet, because I want those to basically mimic exactly the shape of the rear fender so that they sit directly on it. Right now, they're kind of close. They're pretty darn close, but I want it to be perfect. Yeah, and see, this is wanting to angle up too. See how the bumper is trying to angle up? So we want it more like this. In fact, but if we go, we want it flat, flush like that. That's how we're going to be sitting, like that there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to shape the ends here, and I can do that. Basically, I need to put a little bit of angle on them. I'm gonna do that and also pull this bumper a little further. But I think we're pretty close. I think it's not that bad. I'm not too upset with it right now. I think that's gonna look okay. Obviously, let me know what you think down in the description. Do you want it to sit flusher or what? I don't know. What do you think? What do you guys think on this? I'm going to keep working at it. I think we're real close. I do have to add that little filler panel right there, which will be fine. That's no big deal. I think I need to pull this. I think the other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pull this tailgate back a little bit, sand off a little bit of this tailgate, and I think that'll help it stand up straight better. Yeah, I think I might do that. Try to bring it more flush with the bed. It's hanging down a little too much, and I think that'll help. But anyways, those little things, there's just a few little tweaks. I think we'll have, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, the metal work / plastic work, whatever you want to call that. I think we'll have it taken care of for the bumper. Then I'll just have to French in this light. I mean, this fender's pretty well done over here. It needs a little sanding, but I can go ahead and French in that light, and then that'll have the metal work done. And then we can get working on just doing the body work, finishing up the body work to make everything nice and pretty and smooth and ready for paint. The chassis, I don't actually have it up here, but the chassis is close. I got to get the airbags put together and then get the front end attached. And I've got an idea. I've kind of changed directions with the front end. I think we'll probably look at that tomorrow, how we're going to attach the front end. I'll try to finish up the bumper before tomorrow too, so we can have a final look at that, get it filled and everything. But yeah, I've got a different direction. I think I'm going to go on the front end, what we were previously doing, actually a much simpler direction. So I think it's the way to go. But let me know what you guys think. I do love to hear what you have to say down in the comment section. Hit that like button if this is something you've been enjoying. Hit the subscribe button. We're middle of next month. We should be hitting 10,000 subscribers just at the rate we're going. So I got to come up with something good for our 10,000. I got to do something for 10,000 subscribers. But that's coming up, so hit the subscribe button, get us there faster. Ring the bell, hype button. I don't know. Do all those things everybody tells you to do on YouTube. I got to get back to work on this. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.